All right, so I finished reading Alphacore #1, and man, it was an easy read. Absolutely got to say that this will have spoilers, so if you haven't read it, just go watch another review. Now, I will say this, that the characters in this book did not disappoint me. Valdez, Solari, Braxwell, amazing characters. The villains, they could use, I'll have to say that Quinn could have used a little more time, but I get where they were going with that. And Galvin was hands down introduced one of my favorite characters in this, and Wilkes rather. And I gotta say, this book delivers all the classic things that we need in comics today, that we do not have in comics today, or if we're being honest, in society. The ability of somebody pushing past their limits for the greater good, the ability to do the right thing in spite of what the public will have you believe. I mean, there's goodness in this book, in the characters, and even the side characters. There's a scene with Valdez that I absolutely loved, where she snaps at Wilkes saying, I'm not a comic book character, I'm a real person, something along those lines. And then later, when she finds out Wilkes is an accept, that, and he saved her life by distracting Galvin, that she owns it, that she apologizes and says, hey, I'm sorry, I was on my high horse. I shouldn't have said that to you, and blah, blah, blah. And that plays into a bigger role later on for him, which really is a depressing end, but a very proud end. I will say that this book was worth the money. I breezed through it. I'm not going to lie, I didn't breeze through Isom 1 because I was trying to really kind of savor it a little. Isom 2 was a little bit of a chore to get through, not because it was badly written or anything, but because there was so much going on at the time, and I was just trying to get a bunch of stuff done. But Alphacore, I literally couldn't put this down. I didn't care what was going on. I was like, nope, house isn't burning, kids are at school, got the day off, I'm reading it. I'm breezing through it, and boy, did I breeze through it without a problem. Haven't felt that in a very, very long time. I think the last time I felt that way about a comic book was the Death of Captain America story. And that was a while ago. I would say that the price is on par with the writing. Chuck Dixon delivered. The character, the building in this was amazing. There's tension, but there's also humor. I will say Braxwell is my favorite, hands down. I like the silent, no nonsense type of person. And I think he's just amazing. Valdez is amazing too. She's the hardcore. She tries to be independent, show her independence and strength without being ridiculous about it. She's not trapped by the modern tropes of what strong, independent women are being portrayed now. She's more of a throwback to a Wonder Woman type deal, or I would even say a Black Widow in a way, in some degrees. But she's more of a throwback to the classic strong woman role, and it's much needed, and it's really well. And Chuck Dixon did an amazing job. Now, on the artwork itself, Joe Bennett is Joe Bennett. It is flawless. It is beautiful. I wish I could see the colors. But, at the end of the day, this is an amazing book. I highly recommend it. It is worth the money. If you haven't gotten it, go out and get it. Chuck Dixon, the legend, delivers on his first project with Rippavervese. And I cannot wait to read the next writing. Now, Yara is coming out next, I hear, and I'm looking forward to that. But I am more looking forward to Alphacore #2. That is what I'm looking forward to. And I'm hoping they expand on this team a little bit. It's good to have a trio, but I think, the classic going to 7 would be really cool. Maybe, but, unfortunately, they're like regulated to just Fluorspark, Texas and Texas in general. There is a little bit of political intrigue in this, but there is a lot of action. And I will tell you, you will get it. If Braxwell isn't your favorite character by the end of it, I don't know what to tell you. But don't get me wrong, Solari is amazing, Valdez is amazing, but Braxwell just brings it. Like, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't need to say anything, he just brings it. And I love that. Maybe because I like those silent characters. I mean, when I was a kid, Snake Eyes was my favorite G.I. Joe character. Maybe I just like those silent characters because that they're about ready to really bust things open. Anyway, that's my review. I really totally recommend this. You got a few extra bucks hanging around. You want to, just get this. It is worth it. Top marks all across the board. Eric July, you're on pace to really create a new renaissance in comic books. We're witnessing something, comic book fans are witnessing something that we never thought we'd ever see in our lifetime. Me being a Gen Xer, I never thought I'd ever see anybody take on Marvel and DC and actually win. I mean, we had Image briefly, but that didn't last very long. But this is groundbreaking. We're seeing the universe expand with this, and I cannot be happier with the purchase. All right, so I'll catch up on me later, and hope all you guys have a Merry Christmas. And if I don't do another video by then, and I wish you all the best. I got to get to the gym and hit the weights. All right, peace and love.